Hello, BookTube. It's Holy Sunday, and I thought I would do something a bit rogue for this week's Holy Sunday, and I'm going to be doing the Apocryphal Gospels today. Something a bit different. I know it's technically not canon, but I like to think they are because why not? Because they're really fun, and they give you different point of views and all that. And I thought I would do some reading from the Gospel of Mary. This was a lost Greek gospel written around the second century CE or whatever AD or whatever, and I thought I'd read a bit of the dialogues that we have around Mary and her visions and her with the disciples and all that because it's very fun. So pretty much I'm going to be reading Mary's reassurance of the disciples, Mary's vision of Jesus, um, Mary's vision of the soul ascending, and dialogues about Mary's vision too. So wish me luck reading them. So here it is. This is Mary's reassurance of the disciples. How can we go to the nations and preach the gospel of the kingdom of the soul of man? The disciples wondered. If he was not spared, how will we be? Then Mary stood up and kissed all of them. Don't cry or be upset, she said to her brethren. Nor should you doubt, for his grace will be with you in all its fullness, and it will protect you. No, let the praise of his greatness, because he has made us ready and made us human. When Mary had finished, she turned their intellects towards the good, and they began to study the utterance of the Saviour. So that was a quick dialogue of what we have. And this is Mary's vision of Jesus. Sister, Peter said to Mary, we know that the Saviour loved you more than any other woman. Tell us the Saviour's word as you remembered them, and those who which you know, but we don't and don't hear. What you missed, but which I remember, Mary replied. I will declare to you. So she began to tell them the words. The words, once I said to the Lord in a vision, and I spoke to him, Lord, this very day I have seen you in a vision. You are blessed, he answered me, because you do not waver when you saw me. For where the intellect is, there is treasure is. There is the treasure is. O Lord, I said, does this person who now sees a vision see himself with the soul of the Spirit? He does not see by the soul or by the Spirit, the Saviour replied. It is the intellect which is between them, which sees the vision, and that's all we have, because that's where it ends. So it's cool, but we'll see what's next. This is Mary's vision of the soul ascending. And Desire said, I do not see you descending, but now I can see you ascending. How can you lie to me when you belong to me? I saw you, the soul answered, though you do not see me or recognize me. To you I was only a garment, and you do not know me. When it had finished speaking, the soul went on with much rejoicing. Then it reached the third power called ignorance. It too ignorated the soul. Where are you trying so wickedly to go? You are under arrest. You are under arrest to face judgment. Why do you judge me when I have not judged? The soul said. And why am I under arrest when I have arrested no one? I have not been arrested. I have not been recognized, but I recognize the oh my god. But I have not recognized the dissolution of them all, both its earthly and its heavenly parts. After the soul had defeated the third power, it ascended, then it saw fourth power. It had 7 forms. The first form was darkness, the second desire, the third ignorance, the fourth death's jealousy, the fifth kingdom's flesh, the sixth flesh foolish understanding, the seventh angry wisdom. These were the 7 wrathful powers which integrate the soul. From where have you come, you murderer? They asked. And where are you going, you well destroyer? What arrested me has been slain, the soul replied, and that surrounded me has defeated. My desire has come to an end, and my ignorance has perished. By a word I have been released from a world, and by a heavenly from a form, and form the temporary fetter of obliteration. From now on I can receive the silent rest that belongs to the course of eons time. When Mary had finished speaking, she fell silent, since that was all the Saviour had spoken. Very interesting. And here is dialogues about Mary's vision. This one's cool. Brethren, Andrew replied, "What do you think about what she had said? I, for one, didn't believe the Saviour said all that. After all, it is quite different from the vein he is speaking." Having thought carefully about the question, Peter said, "Would he have really talked about it in secret with a woman rather than out in the open for all of us to hear? Are we all supposed to turn and listen to her? Did he think that he was more worthy than us?" On this, Mary wept. "My dear Peter," she said, "what do you think then? Do you think I have invented this myself? Would I lie about the Saviour?" "Peter, you are always bad-tempered," Levi put in. "Now you are arguing with this woman as two adversaries do. If the Saviour counted her worthy, then who are you to despise her? He certainly knew and truly loved her. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Let us put on a perfect man and do what he's commanded us. Let us preach the gospel without setting up any other restrictions or making laws, just as the Saviour instructed us." When he said this, Levi and they began to go and proclaim and preach. And so that was just a bit of the gospel according to Mary. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments. It's very interesting, and I wish we had more of it, but of course we don't. But yeah, that was your Holy Sunday. Something a bit rogue. Will we do this next week? Who knows? I don't even know what's going to be next. But yeah, thank you so much for watching BookTube, and I'll see you next time.